Have you ever heard of the influential futurist, computer scientist, inventor, and Google executive Ray Kurzweil? He is one of the most famous names in the history of artificial intelligence, but if you're not an AI history nerd, maybe you know him as the person, or at least one of the people, who takes hundreds of pills daily, among other extreme measures, in an attempt to prolong his life and youth until the coming of the, not rapture or Messiah, but the singularity, or essentially a time when computers will be so advanced as to upload consciousness and end death. Arguing that the very nature of being human is about to change thanks to revolutionary technologists like himself, Kurzweil says that their work causes one to rethink everything, from the nature of health and wealth to the nature of death and self. Death is a tragedy, he writes. I guess that's my Mark Andreessen voice again, in explaining his position as a singularitarian. But this tragedy can be overcome. And the idea that life is merely bearable, says Ray Kurzweil, will change radically with the explosion of art, science, and other forms of life the singularity will bring. Now, these things, he claims, will make life truly meaningful, implying, of course, that life has not been meaningful up until now, a claim that would not only fly in the face of religious teachings the world over, but also, if true, would utterly flip the tables on the teachings of secular and humanist philosophy from a secularist like Ray Kurzweil. Thanks, Ray. Another example. Avi Schiffmann would be an undergraduate at Harvard right now, but dropped out a couple years ago, year or two ago, to start an AI company called Tab. Now, Tab raised millions in VC earlier this year, and Tab AI it's a glowing AI pendant that you wear that listens to everything that you say and transcribes all of it and looks for patterns to help give you recommendations. Avi says the product is meant to replace the relationship with God. From an article in Fast Company that Schiffmann seemed proud to post on his own social media in January with the headline, Avi Schiffmann's Tab AI necklace has raised $1.9 million to replace God. Tab is a small puck that hangs around your neck and listens to everything you and the people around you say, essentially just a microphone and a battery that lasts up to 30 hours between charges. It uses Bluetooth to beam your audio to your phone and into the cloud where ChatGPT currently transcribes your conversations. It's meant to be an AI companion, or what Schiffmann calls a clarity machine, that rides along in every moment of your life. And then here's a quote, Tab is not an assistant, period, he says. I'm not building something that's going to connect to Notion or your emails anytime soon. I'm solely building a friend that morphs into your creative partner, life coach, or therapist as needed, he says. What I'm trying to do is create a new relationship in your life. Radical transparency without concern of judgment. I think this is a relationship people used to have with God, but is lacking in the modern world. Whew. It's underrated that it's hard to get through reading stuff like that sometimes, honestly. In fact, though that last story was too late to include in my book, in chapter 2 of Tech Agnostic, I reprint a table from a book called Life 3.0 by philosopher of AI Max Tegmark, a man so influential that he founded his nonprofit in close partnership with Elon Musk, and he recently received $675 million as a donation in, quote, shitcoin stocks, unquote. Long story for another time, but in Max Tegmark's book, I actually paid his publisher money to reprint a chart not about whether we could create an AI god, but which type of AI god should we create? And heaven and hell, the future of humanity, is at stake. As Mark Andreessen writes, voice coming back here, in the Techno-Optimist Manifesto, we believe any deceleration of AI will cost lives. Deaths that were preventable by the AI that was prevented from existing is a form of murder. Now, if that sounds to you like a secular, ostensibly liberal person co-opting the reasoning of fundamentalist pro-life, anti-abortion activists to hold us hostage until we immediately invest trillions in AI, well, you heard it correctly. All right. Where is all of this headed? I must admit, I don't know. But that's not a cop-out. I don't think it's a cop-out. In fact, one of the biggest blessings humanism may have to offer in a world of tech certainty, in which AI chatbots freely and frequently hallucinate garbage answers and advice, like using glue to put cheese on pizza, that it's not only okay, but it's deeply honorable to say, I don't know, when that is, in fact, the case. Even, or maybe especially, when it comes to the biggest questions, like, is the theology that I believe in really true? Or how should we organize a society? Or should I glue mozzarella and sauce to my pizza crust? Okay, some questions do have right answers. But seriously, though, there is a deep beauty that is worth fighting for, to acknowledging and even celebrating our limitations, our imperfections, our mortality, our humanity.